Welcome to Bayside IELTS and our series of IELTS preparation videos. In this video, I'll be outlining the requirements of the Academic Writing Task 1. Let's start with the basics. You're asked to describe a visual, a graph, chart, process, diagram, or map. And you might need to describe more than one of these together. Notice the word describe. You only describe the data. There's no need to explain or suggest or predict. And in fact, you lose marks if you do this. So just describe. Write at least 150 words, minimum 150 words. And spend no more than 20 minutes on this task. Let's look at some of the different visuals you could be asked to describe. This is a line graph. It actually doesn't matter what type of graph it is. The important thing to note is what it's representing. So start by looking at the rubric up here. The graph below shows average carbon dioxide CO2 emissions per person in the United Kingdom, Sweden, Italy, and Portugal between 1967 and 2007. And we can see those years down the bottom here. So our job is to basically describe what happened, what changed over the period. Did the levels increase, rise, go up, or did they decrease, fall, go down? That's the type of language we'll need to use. And this is a typical change over time graph. What are the other types of graph? Well, these are pie charts. Notice the rubric first of all. The pie charts below show the average household expenditures in Japan and Malaysia in the year 2000. So we're not talking about changes here, but rather we need to compare and contrast how Japanese households spent their money and how Malaysians did. This is a snapshot. So it doesn't really matter what the graph looks like, it's more about what it represents. Here are the four main types of visuals. We've got a table, a pie chart, a bar chart, and the line graph. You may also be asked to describe something like this. This is a process or a map. What about the scoring system? This is where we need to look to the marking criteria. Examiners score you based on 4 criteria. In fact, they give you 4 separate scores. And while you don't need to know all the ins and outs of the 4 criteria, you do need to be aware that examiners follow them very, very strictly. So if you want to achieve Band 7, you absolutely must meet the criteria requirements of that level. There's no room for good luck here. This is the public version of the Task 1 marking criteria. Don't worry about all the detail. Your teacher will help you figure out what's relevant to you. But you can see the band scores on the left here from 0 to 9. 0 at the bottom and band 9 up the top. And across the top are the 4 criteria. These are task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, that's vocabulary, and grammatical range and accuracy. So let's say you're aiming for band 7. You need to be getting 7s or higher in all 4 criteria. So as your Bayside teacher checks your writing, they're always thinking about and referring to these 4 things. That's the end of this intro to Academic Task 1. Check out our other videos in this series and see how to analyse, plan and write full academic Task 1s. Thanks for watching.